So I've been really surprised by how important mindset is, and like how, they talk about like, think about like a graph, like a line. There's like a um, y-intercept and there's slope. And people say like judge people on slope, not on y-intercept. Don't judge people on where they start. Judge them on how fast they're growing. And day after day, I'm more impressed by like, wow, there's some people who just don't have great skills, but they grow really fast because they're into it. And it's a mindset thing. It's not because they're like 50 IQ points higher. It's just like they actually give a shit. And just giving a damn is like actually something that I've just been very surprised to see. Like, wow, it correlates really well with who actually does well or not. It's not about your baseline knowledge you're coming into this process with. It's been mindset. Like, when does one person give up and when does another one? And I don't know how to teach that. I don't know how to say in the book, like, guys, trust me, if you can work through these problems, not give up, actually do the cold emails, not just read about them, be like, this is really creative, I'll send 2, but like actually send 30, send 50 cold emails. I want to put people in that mindset of like, yo, it's possible, because yeah, we've seen it happen. So that's one thing that's not in the book that I just don't know how to communicate, which is why these kind of videos work so well. Because like, maybe me telling it to you, and maybe Ken, you chime in. Have you seen that too? I mean, us telling it to you right now maybe does better than be like, oh yeah, just read the book and it'll all work out.
Yeah. Well, I think that that's definitely something you can figure into the book. I mean, something that is related to that is having is like how you quantify this process, right? From some data from, I think it was Sharpest Minds, they're saying that around like 2 to 3% of people, 2 to 3% of applications get even an interview, right? If you're going through a job board, right? If I'm going through a job board and I'm getting 6.5% of like a callback rate, right? I might think that that's terrible,
right?
But if I'm basing it off of like a line in the sand, that baseline, that's actually really good. It's like double what the average is.
Right.
And people get really discouraged when they don't actually have a reason to be. And I think that that's like a psychological trick, is that we're basing a lot of our judgments off of like flawed metrics or the lack of metrics. And using data, we can actually create a better mindset or a more realistic view of the world. I mean, in some sense, right? Like, this process is a numbers game. Like, if you do the right things and you apply to enough jobs and you don't stop, like, I see it as being almost impossible for you not to land a job.